Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff. Today we'll be cooking pork loin. It will be breaded and fried today. Even fried food is healthy for you sometimes. We'll also have coleslaw, a hot coleslaw and a cold coleslaw. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. Today we're going to be doing a recipe of one of my favorites, some pork. We're doing a pork cutlet, and we're also going to put a side item with that. The side item would be a coleslaw. I want to say welcome to all the people out there in TV land, and hope things been going good for everyone, and welcome to the audience, all those who just joining us and newcomers. All right. As you can see, I got my traditional stuff, my saute pans, my breading for my pork. The item I'm using is a pork loin. It's a pork tenderloin. Let me put my gloves on as usual. I know a lot of people tease me out in the community about my gloves. I always wear gloves. Here I have some pork loin. I'm going to show you the cutlet. And it's a center cut, something that's very tender. This is that center cut. It almost looked like veal. And I kind of pounded it out a little bit so it'll be very nice and presentable to us. And it'll make the meat tender. And what you want to look for a tender piece of meat, it's also the marbling in the meat, the marbling. You see a lot of marbling in it, that's a good piece of meat, that's a good grade. Okay, and what I have here is a little breadcrumbs, which I'm gonna take and put in this bowl here. All the ingredients that I have are dry ingredients, but it's best to use fresh ingredients also. The dry ingredients I have are black pepper, some dry basil, some dry rosemary, and some dry thyme. And I also have a little celery seed. Just basic stuff you can find in your cabinet. And over here, on this side here, I have some red cabbage. A lot of people's used to making coleslaw with a green cabbage. And what I've done, I just made just a little bit here, just marinated it already. And it has a few apples, celery in it, and vinegar, and onion in it. And I have an onion and an apple on my board here. And what we're gonna do with that is we're gonna make a hot slaw as well. Hot as in heat, not as in spicy. All right, those are some of the things we'll do today. I also have some vegetable oil here, a little bit of that, so we can saute the item with. First, I want to start out with my hot slaw, and I'm gonna do that here. Let me change my gloves here because I've been touching raw meat, and I don't want to cross-contaminate anything. And I failed to mention on the breading of the pork, I also have an egg wash. An egg wash is egg yolks in cream and water. It has no seasoning to it. Some people do put seasoning, such as salt and pepper, in there, but I'm gonna have my salt and pepper in the breading in this bowl here. I'm gonna let my pan get nice and warm. And I'm gonna take just a little bit of oil to it. Just a little bit, very little. And a little bit of pepper. The reason I'm putting the pepper in the oil so the flavor and the pepper will come out as it heats up. and you really taste the pepper. That's one of the keys to spices, especially dry spices. Those things there, once they get infused to heat, the flavor really comes out and you can taste it. And while I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna take this green apple. You can use a red apple or a green apple on this product here. And this is gonna be the hot slaw. And this is the cold slaw here. And it's gonna be the same ingredients that you have in it, but one just gonna be warm and one just gonna be cold. I'm gonna caramelize my onions just a little bit. And then hopefully they'll get nice and tender and golden brown on me. And yes, you can see the black pepper there on it. The next thing I'm gonna take is just a little bit of celery salt. You can see the onions already begin to get a little golden brown on the edges of them. I wish the studio audience can see it. They begin to get golden brown just a little bit. Now I'm adding just a tad bit of celery. You may notice I'm adding all these small ingredients right now. Those items are hard items, hard vegetables that need to be cooked just a little bit before you put the main ingredient in there. So that way it'll be kind of al dente, tender, once you finish with the finished product. Nice and golden on those onions. Very nice and golden. Then I'm going to take the red cabbage itself. Caramelize just a little bit of it. I'm not going to use all of this. And I kind of rough cut it so it'll still have just a little bit of bite to it. Some people will call this braising of a cabbage, which you're sauteing it, getting it tender. And so cabbage doesn't really take that long to cook if you're cooking it in a saute pan versus a pot or a double broiler or something like that. This is a recipe that's not on your sheet that I have out there. Now I'm going to add those apples that I have here. Here are these apples. The apple's going to give it its sweet texture to it. And I use a golden delicious apple because it has a lot of sugar in it. And the beauty of this, you can add stuff to this, such as pecans. I hope y'all can smell this out there. Now I'm gonna take just a little bit of vinegar. Got that sizzle going. Now with that vinegar, you can really smell it. And it got all those apples begin to caramelize themselves and pick up the color of that red cabbage. You can see that there. I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to take just a little bit of it and put it on one of these plates so you can see the vibrant color. Get them apples in there. You can see that. That didn't take very much long. Not long at all to do. That's a pretty presentation to go with a piece of pork. Speaking of pork, I guess I get started on that now. The ingredients on that, and this is going to be, I think, kind of fun for me as a chef, because doing different foods and how this could be healthy for you and stuff, especially with the coleslaw. I did not add any salt whatsoever, natural ingredients of the flavor, just pepper, oil, and you got all the vegetables that's in there. All right, I'm gonna heat this pan up, and while it's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and start making the breading and the mixture for the pork. All right, and I also have a little flour here. The steps are gonna be from the flour to the egg wash to the breading, and then from the breading to the saute pan, and then you'll see the finished product then. All right, the breading, I'm not going to use a lot of it because it doesn't really take a lot. If it's too much breading in there, take just a little bit, maybe just a little bit of flour and add to it, because I want that breading to look and have the texture and flavor. Now I'm going to take the fresh thyme, the dry thyme, a bit of that, a little bit of black pepper, my favorite herb, rosemary. I put it on a lot of stuff: chicken, pork, beef, a little bit of basil, not a lot, and I just mix those ingredients very well together. Smells wonderful, especially with the rosemary and the basil coming together. And once you taste this on a piece of pork that's been sauteed, it is magnificent. It is just fabulous. It's just fabulous. You'll love it. I didn't want to pre-mix this. I wanted people to see it, mixing it step by step to it. Again, I did not add any salt to the product because we are eating healthy here. A low sodium diet, you can't get any better. Now the breading I use again is a multigrain wheat bread, so it has a little sugar content to it. So if you're diabetic, a little bit won't hurt. All right. I'm going to go through the steps here and go ahead and bread one. I'm going to add my oil to the pan. First step is battering in the little flour, lightly coated. Shake off the excess. And drop it into the egg wash. Lightly bread it. I don't want to pack it on there, so I want it to be just the breading and pick up some of the herbs. And this is a dish that will go real fast. It's a quick one. So you have to put this on a medium heat. And you may notice I don't have that much oil in there. You don't have to have a lot of oil to fry some things. Some things can be fried at a lower temperature. As you can see, it got golden brown real fast. And you can see all the herbs and spices that's in the meat itself right there. And this dish doesn't take long at all because it's a pork cutlet, and the pork tends to cook a lot faster when it's spread out and thin, almost like a veal. All right. When we come back, I'm gonna do the plate setup, the presentation and all, and then we're gonna do something else, okay? We'll be right back. Welcome back to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff. I also wanna do a little different dish like I always do. I want to add something to the pork to make it my own, just like I always do. To make it my own, I got a little preservative here. And I'm going to thin this out and make a little glaze to go on top of the pork. All right. Right now, I'm going to do a plate presentation so you can see the pork.
Hey, Jeffrey, how you doing, man?
Hey, man.
Welcome to you.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
You know, I was sitting down at my desk, and I smelled this great aroma come across my nose. And I said, Vernon Woods, I got to get there.
Welcome to Vernon Woods.
Welcome to Vernon Woods. What you got cooking here?
Well, we got a little pork here. Let me cut this thing down.
Yeah, we don't burn up anything, do we?
No, we love Vernon Woods. We don't want to burn it down.
Absolutely.
What I have here is a coleslaw and a hot slaw.
Ah, okay.
Let me introduce you to the guests out there. This is Alton West, and as you all know, he does City Week for LaGrange TV. He had me on a guest, and this is a pleasant surprise for him to show up.
Well, I took out to be here.
Yeah, you ready?
That's right, ready to eat. That's right.
Okay, good. As I was explaining to them, I have a little preservative here. Okay, and put on this and do a plate presentation. Okay.
You do that so beautifully too, Jeffrey.
I'll try.
And you do it all nice up on the plate, then I come along and just mess it all up.
That's okay.
That's okay?
That's okay. That means you enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. This is the
hots, okay.
Yeah. You ever had hot slaw?
I don't think that I can recall ever having hot slaw.
Oh, okay. This is something unique to your taste buds.
And that was so delicious too.
Yeah, and this is pork.
That's all right. The other white meat?
The other white
meat.
Yes. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it in half here.
Okay.
So the viewers out there, they can see how moist and juicy that is.
That looks good.
Yep. Very nice. It's going to be very tender for you to eat too.
Ah.
And now I'm going to take a little bit of vinegar, add to this pan.
And what is it? Oh, so this is going to be the
This is going to be the glaze to go on top of it.
Okay.
Like I was telling them, I always try to make it my own.
Okay.
You know, so people out there, they could do the same. They could make it their own. And this is...
That looks good.
Yeah, this is fruit flavored. It's a grape flavored. It's almost like a grape jelly. It's a preservative. So some people may think it's a red wine or something.
Ah.
But it's not.
You know, I'm looking out at the audience. You know, if I was out here and got all this good eating all the time, I'd probably be as wide as this table. You know?
Well, they eat good. They eat healthy.
I can tell.
We treat our residents well.
I know that everything you do.
Top.
Oh, look at that. Oh, man.
The viewers out there get a good view of it.
Oh, man. You know, they won't get a chance to view that too long because I'm probably going to take it out of your hands.
I'll be delighted to let you taste it. Well, and let me know your thoughts.
Okay. Well, you know, I never turn down good food. Let's see. I'm going to try the hot slaw first here.
Okay.
Very crunchy. I like onions. Very good.
Got apples in there too.
Got apples in there as well.
Trying to feed you healthy.
Oh.
You know, I want you to be around for a long time.
Okay, well, I'm going to try a piece of this pork here, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Oh, man, look at that.
I'm sorry, I got the wrong fork for
You got the wrong fork? That's okay. I'm going to get it here. I tell you what, we'll take that knife. We're going to take that big knife there, Jeffrey.
Big knife.
Just to the pork here on the plate, right? Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah, that is very good.
You taste the rosemary. All the herbs that's in there.
Very good. Oh, man.
Well, thank you, Alton. That's a pleasant surprise.
Well, Jeffrey, this is good. I'm just going to hold on to this while you continue to talk over there, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. What I'm going to do, once I'm going to do this all over again, I'm going to do another presentation with the pork, so that way without the sauce and with the coleslaw this time. All right? And I'm going to ask our guests from the audience to come and taste that one, all right?
Oh, yeah.
So we don't want to feed Alton too much.
That's right. I had to go back to City Hall. I don't want to be too full.
And go to sleep at your desk.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep, that would do it.
All
this
right.
is delicious, though.
Okay.
And I'm not going to talk with my mouth full either, okay?
Okay. Yeah, a lot of that. All right,
Yep.
dear. Good, good. Yeah. I'm so excited that you're here, man. First guest of the show.
Am I the first guest?
You're the first guest.
Oh, my goodness. Well, good.
Yeah.
I feel honored, Jeff.
You are honored.
I
You
feel
are
honored. Oh, my goodness.
That's good.
Well, you know, I was, you know, it came out and I said, you have a live audience there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, oh, that's wonderful.
We keep it real.
Yeah, I see. I
We
keep it
Vernon
real.
Woods, we keep it real.
I see. Absolutely.
I'm gonna hold that on there.
Okay.
Take my rag. New Orleans style. Watch, this is New Orleans style.
That's New Orleans sound?
It's New Orleans style.
Oh, okay.
Keep a hot saute pan going. And feeding a lot of people. That's what they do.
Oh, okay.
They'll do that. You know.
I'm going to set my
As long
plate
as it's the
here
same
just for a
product.
second so I can look. I don't want to look too greedy. I'm going to just right there,
Set it
close
the
to
side.
me.
Okay,
All
keep
right.
it near.
Close to me.
Keep it near. All right. This goes pretty fast too, Alton.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I think anything you cook, Jeffrey, goes pretty fast. It's
Yeah.
faster when it's on the plate, though.
Faster.
Get faster on the plate.
Okay. That right there is called an egg wash.
Okay.
And it's mostly egg, cream, and a little bit of water. No seasoning in it. All the seasoning is in the breading.
Oh.
And that's one of the keys to it.
That looks good.
So, healthy eating with City Week, and I'm quite sure you get to talk to a lot of people.
I do. You know, of course, we've had you there on the show before and try to get people from the community to come on and talk about various things. And, you know, healthy eating is something that I think we all kind of, you know, try to aspire to do. But sometimes it's, you know, a little difficult for us sometimes. But, you know, when we got a great chef like yourself, I know that's
Well,
easy for us.
I do my part.
You do your
I do my
part.
part.
Okay.
Yeah. Pan should be nice and warm. Let that sizzle. Nice collection of gloves there.
There you go. Okay.
As you can see, it begin to brown around the edges there. And that's a vegetable oil, not a peanut oil for those people who are allergic to stuff.
Right,
So that's
okay.
the kind of information I try to get out there to people.
Okay.
All right. As this sizzle, you don't mind if I go to commercial?
Sure.
After
No.
we come back from commercial, we're going to get somebody out there in the audience and let them taste this stuff.
okay. All right.
Besides you. No.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Besides
right.
me.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff. This is Mrs. Stark, one of our residents here at Vernon Woods. I'm gonna let her sample it. She's been on the show before, and we're gonna let her sample the coleslaw and the pork.
Here's the coleslaw. Is this the coleslaw or the
Yep,
hot?
that's the cold right there. Got a vinegar base to it, fresh
good.
apples.
It's very
Thank you.
good. Can I take the leftovers back to my seat?
You may. You can take the leftovers. Well, as you can see, I got another person really enjoy pork besides me.
can't seem to cut this.
Maybe, like I told Alton, I think it's the fork I got. I cut it for you.
Okay.
This will be all for today. Thank you for enjoying Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. Thank you.